Hello. In this speech, I'm going to be talking about the crisis that's going on in our southern border. So, imagine every single day around 10 to 15,000 people are illegally crossing our border. And because there's so many people crossing our border, this causes a big strain on our resources and a huge national security risk. But let's keep in mind that when I'm talking about the southern border, this doesn't mean that it only affects the south. This also affects the whole country, because with the amount of people that are coming in illegally to the country, this causes a compromise to our national security, which then also puts us in risk of cartels and gangs and potentially terrorists. My credibility in this is that I've done extensive research on immigration policies and border security. The southern border poses a big threat to our national security and our economy. After this speech, y'all will be much more informed about what's happening at our southern border. Now I'm going to talk about our main points, my main points, which are, firstly, I'm going to talk about the crisis of our southern border. Then I'm going to talk about the amount of drug trafficking that's coming through our southern border and what illegal immigration causes to our country. So according to an article from the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, which is called Southwest Land Border Encounters, says that just this year, around 170 to 190,000 illegals are crossing into our country. With this big amount of people crossing into our country, this causes our border patrol to be stretched thin around the whole border. And with the people crossing, they go through harsh conditions like starvation, dehydration, and exhaustion. For the next point about the border, which is drug trafficking, just recently, Border Patrol stopped a vehicle that was carrying around 133 pounds of fentanyl. Sadly, though, this is a normal thing that happens at the border, and since it's a normal thing that happens on the border almost every single day, a lot are slipping through our borders because there's so many people crossing the border at the same time that since we're spread so thin, they can't stop everything coming into the border. And because those drugs are coming into the country, those get passed down to gangs, which then give them around our cities and our towns and everything, which that also creates violence in our cities and yeah. So now that we're going to go into illegal immigration, according to the Department of Homeland Security, it says that because of the high amounts of illegal immigration, this creates a lack of control of who's entering the country. So they don't know who's entering to the country, and people could be terrorists or gang members from another country or cartels entering to our country and could be endangering our citizens. So in conclusion to this, the southern border caused by illegal immigration and drug trafficking poses a big economic problem to our country. So by informing you guys, hopefully this pushes you guys to help me push our elected officials to fix our problems in the southern border. The articles that I was using are from the U.S. Custom and Border Protection, and I've also been using the CBS News. Thank you.